Okay.
All right, here we are.
Okay,
Lesson
here we
one.
go. Here we go. All right, bottom tips of the shoulder blades, hands here, lifting and getting the whole South Americas, right in here. Now you see how my hips are parallel to my heart. If I want to get way up here, sometimes it's helpful to get the hips higher than the heart to get in there. And then it's also helpful to do some of it with the elbows in close so you can get the ribs. But especially, you're going to work both sides, but especially you're going to be getting over to this left side, getting the edge of the shoulder blade, getting back behind the shoulder blade, getting this edge of the blade, really getting into it. Finally getting into the armpit, resting here and breathing, finding different things, coming into the front ribs, whatever you want to make up to really get this left side freed up, the whole heart basket on the left. Definitely do the right, just more time on the left. Now, 4 more ribs still left, elbows close, chin tucked, hips lower than the heart so that you can get those last ribs. That's in there. You can check them out on both sides. Very vulnerable area, don't overdo this. You aren't too stiff in here, so you can just play with it and feel into those last ribs. Now, after you've done that, then you're completely ready to cinch that roller in close to you. Get your elbows in, cinch it in. So I'm cinching it into my low back, and then this will just take a little practice before you feel comfortable. I'm on my shoulder blades. My knees are up in the air. For you, you can feel this plenty on the left, but you know what? There's a brick wall on the right. See if you can start slowly nudging your way into the right. You might try with your knees close. Maybe that will give you more sensation, or knees further away for more sensation, but we'll go in there with the Pokeball as well. The right side really needs this. Then you can come more into the sacrum and just shift around, feel into what you want to do. It's all good. And when you're done with that, you can slowly inch that roller out in the way. Now you might want to do just a little bit more in this region before you do the legs. You might decide, you know, I am going to get into that right quadratus a little bit better. So you take the ball and slip it above the pelvis and really work in there. Also, you can get into the upper glutes really nicely here. So that whole region in here, you can work better with the Pokeball. And then on your way over to do the legs, you might decide, well, okay, those left rotators also, I'm going to get in and really work with those. These guys in here, see what I can do to release those deep rotators. Legs, you're going to work on both sides. See what you find. Quadriceps, pretty easy. Forearms, organ body drawn up. Really working in through here. And then just press one hand underneath the shoulder to start to get into the side leg. So this is where you are right now. See if you can really start to make some progress on these tight iliotibial bands, both sides. If I want to get into the left side a little bit more, I might be able to sneak this leg up here. See what I can do all the way from the hip to the knee, and then it's more complicated, but you can try 2 hands and a foot, right? And that way you can lift right out of it, and you can work with different areas on the iliotibial band this way as well. Just see what works for you. And that's enough with your roller and the Pokeball. So we also said, let's start working with psoas and the organ body in here. See what you can find. Here's your halfway deflated Pilates ball. You can roll all the way from the pubic bone, all the way to the diaphragm, and you can lean into the left side, lean into the right side. We're feeling with you that the right, both sides may be weak, that the right side is tight and contracted. So you might see if you can like lean into that right side and see if that's really true. See if you can feel into it. Am there more tension in my right psoas? That doesn't mean you ignore the left, because when you're here on the left, you're thinking, wake up, please. Quit being so sleepy. I'm really going to want to work with you. Right after you've done that, that's your perfect storm moment to roll over to your back. And okay, I'm going to ask this psoas to work a little bit. I'm going to exhale, snug it up to my spine without being too much here or here, right? Neutral spine. And then I'm going to see, well, can I pick up this left side? Here I exhale. Pick up the right. What we noticed on you today wasn't that hard to pick up the right because remember it's already contracted. Your big challenge was exhaling and thinking, can I pick up that left leg? Playing with the weight on the sacrum is also super interesting. What can I do with my psoas to level out the weight on the sacrum? But this, for a minute or two, just bring your attention in here and see if you can enliven and awaken, start getting used to what's happening here, forming your own working hypothesis to what this asymmetry is about. After you've done that, that's just a great time to think, okay, I'm done. I'm going to inhale and arch my spine, let my head be free. I'm going to exhale and release the head. And with the inhale, the chin tucks. So let the motion come from the pelvis. Let the breath be timed to match. Exhaling here and inhaling here. Maybe 10 breaths. If it's feeling good, you can just keep going. This shape here, Shavasana for a moment, constructive rest is where we know that the psoas is the most happy. It's just resting back. And so this is also a really nice shape to take a rest in. I know you talked about doing a restorative pose when you're in trouble. Sometimes constructive rest is, you might want to explore that as a possible place to rest when you're in trouble.